Hi everyone, welcome to Mommy Wise. My name is Aditi Nahata and today we're going to be talking about benefits of infant massage and how to gently massage your baby. Now this is a very interesting and very relevant topic for us, especially for us Indians who have traditionally always learned that massaging babies is an absolute must. So now we all know that a gentle touch from a parent or a caregiver reinforces love, trust, safety, and security between the parent and the baby. So this is the perfect way to bond with your baby. And as I said, it's traditionally done in Indian households, but because traditionally we've always had malishwalis or some help coming in to massage the baby, parents today are looking to learn how to massage your baby the right way, which is why we are having this informational live with an expert, a very experienced expert today. So before I'm going to introduce her, I'm going to gently remind you to give Mommy Wise a follow and to make sure that you stay tuned to all the information that we're providing you about motherhood and parenthood. So we have Ms. Jyoti Devjani coming in today on our live to talk about baby massage. So do send in all your questions in the comments below. She's an internationally certified massage therapist. She's a pediatric massage therapist as well. And she's an infant massage instructor along with several other certifications to her name. So she's extremely experienced, extremely talented, and is the right person to answer all your questions. She's also a health and wellness practitioner, along with being a trainer and consultant, and along with her partner Alpa provides live online training classes to help you learn how to massage your baby. So do get in touch with her to ask her any questions to find out more about the classes she offers. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to add her into our live and let's see what she has to offer.
Thank you so much, Aditi. You already gave me such a wonderful introduction. But yes, I have been in this field over 20. I started my career with promoting baby massage and pregnancy oils. That's how I started my journey in this field of wellness and health. So as part of my father's company, my job was to promote these oils to people, new parents and expecting women. So the best way to promote was to teach them how to use it. And to do that, I took tips and guidelines from a lot of pediatricians, gynecologists, and massage therapists from the UK and the US at the time over, ISD phone calls and faxes, etc. So that's how I set up the protocols at the time. And over the years, I then went on to into manufacturing of products, aromatherapy, Ayurvedic, but therapies, spa therapies, massage therapy remained very close to my heart. Anything healing involving, like Reiki, etc., massage therapy, spa therapies was like really, I feel that a little bit of touch goes a long way in relaxing, soothing, healing someone. So I have stayed with that over the years, and we now, Alpa and I now offer these classes for parents in India because, it's such a integral part of our tradition, baby massage. As parents, we all know, we hear that it's very important. It's just that we don't know why or what is so important about it. And
exactly.
times,
So that was going to be my question to you, that, what is so important about it? Why is it important actually?
Okay. Well, Aditi, it is important on so many levels. Just like I mentioned to you, touch is healing for everybody, be it a hug from a loved one or a pat on the back by someone. We all react and respond positively to touch. As mammals, as human beings, we are, evolutionarily mammals, and we seek touch. The moment infants are born, we are hardwired to seek touch and form social bonds with our, our families. So touch is, like you might have observed on a Nat Geo or a Discovery Channel, little baby cubs or puppies, coming to their mom, running away, then coming back, snuggling with their mom. So it's
Exactly.
like that,
Yes.
right? So it's exactly like that. Or like, little monkeys clinging to their mamas, or little koalas clinging to their mamas. It's exactly like that. There is a reason, there's a biological reason why this happens, because actually touch is the most developed sense at birth. And with this tactile stimulation, a baby understands about their environment, they understand about their caregiver, they understand everything about the world through the sensory inputs. And touch is the
Right.
most developed sense at birth. So it's the
Okay.
first language, the way we communicate our love and affection. Touch is the first expression of our love, and it stimulates and regulates all the baby's systems on a physical level. So that's just the touch. Just your touch can do so much for a baby, and a baby needs
Wow.
tactile stimulation for all their systems. Besides
Okay.
that,
Wow.
when we talk about baby massage, on a physical level, a babe, how does it benefit a baby? Well, it impacts positively their circulatory, their respiratory, their immune, their digestive, their
Wow.
muscular. All these systems are impacted positively by massage. Okay. They
Wow.
sleep better. You can help reduce crying and fussiness. We can help babies with minor discomforts such as teething and growing pains and gas pains. And it all has a neurological or a biochemical reasoning, a scientific reasoning behind it.
Wow.
So now we are at a stage where it's not just time tested, but it is also evidence based. We have studies and
Evidence based.
research
Right.
which back up all what we knew intuitively for centuries.
Wow.
So
So
that's
I would like.
yeah.
No, that was very, very informative. Thank you. What I really want to ask you is, so now we know, we have evidence-based proof, we have, time-tested proof, we have everything, we know for sure that this massage is so, so important for our baby, so important to bond with our baby. But now the question is, how do we do it?
Well, it is like Alpa likes saying, it's not rocket science. It's actually,
Okay.
Aditi, how massage developed was intuitively over centuries. Um, as parents realized how important the nurturing touch was for baby, it kind of developed as an art. So really, the
Right.
more important thing is the approach to touch and massage rather than the
Okay.
right techniques. So understanding the baby, reading their cues, responding to them, joining them in their
Okay.
emotions, meeting them in their emotions where they are, and doing what the
Right.
baby wants. One of the
Right.
common things that happens in India is that we are either told, let someone else do it, an elder or a malishwali or a japa do it, because they are more experienced.
Yes,
You
that's
don't
what we're
know,
told.
you don't know how to massage a baby, so let an experienced person do it.
Yes.
um,
Yes.
or the that person will come in at a fixed time every day, and they will want to massage your baby at that particular moment, and
Right.
the baby's clock doesn't work according to our clock. So the baby may be sleepy, hungry, cranky, not in a mood for massage, but the person has come, wants to give the massage. So
So,
what happens is there is a conflict. The baby may start crying
right.
because one, they are not ready in that moment for it, and secondly, they may not find being close to a stranger uh, pleasant for
Comfortable.
any reason,
Right.
comfortable. They may be
Right.
uncomfortable for any reason. But
Right.
again, we are told, don't worry, the baby will cry for 10 days. After 10 days, just see, the baby will stop crying. Well, what happens is after 10 days, the baby stops crying, not because they started enjoying the massage, but because the baby understood that you are not going to respond to them. So they're just conserving energy. They've gone into survival mode in this instance and saying, okay, let me just not waste my energy. Let me just withdraw from this
Oh
battle.
my God, really?
Oh, yes, really. So, what we need to do is massage our baby when they are in a pleasant mood, in a, like, playful mood, ready to engage
Right.
with us. Massage
Right.
not immediately after a meal. So, give it a 30-40 minute gap after they've nursed or had feed. And don't massage when they are hungry, because again their mind is not going to be appreciating what you are doing, right?
Right.
So
Right.
massage, find the right moment when the baby is happy. Don't worry that you have to take, you need oil to massage, and you don't have to pour oil on your baby. You just need
Right.
some oil, if at all, to give you a good glide, so that you're massaging the baby
There's
without friction,
there's no friction.
so it's
Okay, that,
smooth.
yes, that,
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. It is also possible to massage your baby without oil on top of their clothes. So
Right.
you don't always have to do oil massage. If you do use an oil, you are using it so that there is some maybe additional nutritional value of the oil, and to
Okay.
avoid friction and to moisturize the
Okay.
skin.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Important to also remember that after your baby's had a massage, please clean their skin. If you've used oil, within 30 minutes, either give them a bath or wipe the skin with a damp cloth, soft damp
Okay.
cloth,
Can
so
you
that no
explain why? Like,
residue.
if we're putting some oil that we think has some benefits for the baby, wouldn't it be better to let it stay and let the oil absorb, let the skin absorb the oil?
So while you're massaging, this oil has been on the skin for about 5-10 minutes. So leave it on for a
Okay.
maximum of 30 minutes if you want. But after that,
Okay.
clean it, because it also then becomes an area, like where conducive to rashes or in some kind
Right.
of bacteria, microbes, etc. And
Right.
also massage also should be cleansed away.
Right.
So that's the reason.
That's very, very informative. I actually didn't know that at all. I thought that, it's better to let the oil stay so that they can absorb all the nutrients that we want them to get from the oil. But no, that's very insightful. So you actually mentioned that, baby massage is helpful for a baby's physical development and their digestion as well as their immunity. And what can you tell us some more benefits about baby massage, please?
Uh, yes, actually, now that you mention it, I will say a little bit more about digestion and immunity. Both of
Okay.
these things are of very high concern to new parents.
Yes.
Like, they say, does it help with gas? Does it help with weight gain, etc.? Yes, in fact, it helps with breastfeeding also, because it
Okay.
helps both the baby and the mom relax, and it produces
Okay.
certain hormones which are very impactful in bonding as well as
Okay.
relaxation and in reduction of stress. That's one.
Okay.
Secondly, it helps in digestion, because again massage activates the vagal nerve,
Right.
and also produces certain biochemicals and digestive enzymes, as well as other biochemicals, which help with the absorption of food, which helps with the elimination, the whole process, the mechanical process also helps with the elimination of food. So,
Right.
and also with gas. Also, when you
Okay.
massage a baby, the baby is less fussy, cries less,
Okay.
So there is less instances of gas and cramping. All
Okay.
this leads to a baby being, calmer and eating better, and therefore
Okay. Wow.
also better food absorption and weight gain. So that's,
Wow.
a little bit
Okay.
of a glimpse on how it helps with the digestion. How does it help with immunity? Well, one point here that I want to share with parents, not just during COVID times, but even at other times, please be aware that when a baby is born, all their senses are immature, all their systems are immature. They are still developing. So the immune
Right.
system is also not yet fully mature. We need to give it time before it matures fully. Their skin defense is
Absolutely.
not fully mature, their respiratory system is not mature, their GI, their digestive system is not fully mature. So it is
Right.
not a good idea to introduce an outsider to your baby, to your newborn, at
Okay.
least for a few months. Therefore,
Okay.
we recommend that at least for the first few months, parents do not outsource, where your baby comes in very close contact with somebody else, just because
Right.
the immune system is low. And how does massage help immunity? Well, it boosts the cell fighting ability of the white blood cells in your body, which are
Okay.
basically the defense system. So that's
Wow. Okay.
how it will, yes, defend, bring up the immunity. This was on the physical level, but Aditi, we forget in India, we don't talk about, we talk about cognitive intelligence, etc., which also, by the way, baby massage helps, because it helps in sensory integration, it helps in body awareness, it helps babies memory, focus, concentration to improve. So it helps all of those. It helps builds new neural pathways and strengthens the pathways that are kept in use all the time. So the more we
Yeah.
engage with our babies, interact with them through activities such as massage, we are strengthening all these abilities. It also helps pre-verbal communication, understanding the
Wow. So
baby
that was
and the
actually
baby
going to be my next
understanding you.
question to you. And that was that that does infant massage help with brain development? But I think you've just answered that by telling me everything that you've just said, and also you're saying it also helps in
Yes,
verbal their verbal
yes.
skills. Is that what you're saying?
It helps in fact, pre-verbal communication as well, because
Right.
touch is the first communicator. How we touch the baby conveys to them our love or whatever. The baby is understanding through various senses. Touch being the major one, they are understanding through touch. So it is a pre-verbal communicator. And as we interact with the baby through massage, we also learn to understand them through their cues, their facial expressions, their body language. Are they holding their body stiff? Are they jerkily moving their limbs? So during our baby massage classes, we talk about that and how to read those cues. And with that, you understand how to respond better as a parent.
Yeah.
So you
I think that's
are
very important.
developing
Yes.
pre-verbal communication, and it
Right.
also aids in language development. Yes, it aids in
Okay.
verbal language development as well.
Right. Wow, so that is extremely insightful. I mean, yeah, we knew that baby massage is beneficial, but this beneficial is I think a novel factor for all of us. So your baby massage has all these benefits, and I'm much more than I even knew. So when is the right time to start? Like immediately, as soon as they're born, or do we give them time? Because like you said, they're very fragile and their immunity is not developed, and then when is the right time really to start?
Very important point, Aditi, actually, for all parents to know that right when the baby is born, like we mentioned, they need touch. We need to provide
Right.
them with a lot of skin to skin holding, cuddles, snuggles, just keeping them close proximity, all of that. And
Absolutely.
there are ways that you can hold them in a nurturing way, certain things that you can do with them to help relieve colic, etc. But
Right.
uh, the massage, as we understand, the stroking, the techniques that typically are done during massage should be started only after a baby is 3 weeks, or at the least
Is
when the umbilical stump has fallen off and the area is healed. So our recommendation is not to start the massage before the baby is 2 to 3 weeks, at least preferably 3 weeks. So
Oh
till
wow.
then
I think that's quite
only.
contradictory to what yeah,
Yes,
I was saying I think that's
yes.
quite contradictory to what traditional Indian, mother-in-laws tell their daughter-in-laws that no, you have to start as soon as the baby is born. But I think what you're saying makes so much sense, and as you're saying, it's very evidence-based. So I'm sure what you're saying is absolutely correct.
So that's the thing, whereas in our culture, the easy thing is we all know it's important. The tough
Right,
thing is weeding out the information, and what is hearsay, and what was done centuries ago and why was it
right,
done. So
right,
if there was a certain context for it at that time and it continues to hold that context, let's use it. If it does
right.
not, or something that is just passed down for someone's convenience, let's evaluate and see, is it making sense anymore. So
Absolutely.
in this case, I definitely have to say that no, before 3 weeks, please just hold the baby as much as you can, snuggle them skin to skin. There are certain holds, there are certain relaxation techniques, certain ways you can place your hands on the baby's body. It comes intuitively to all parents,
Right,
most parents, if not all. We hold a
right,
baby, we rub them on their back, we put our hand on their head, that's intuitive. So do
right.
as much of that as you can for the first 3 weeks, and the strokes actually start after 3 weeks. And
Okay,
then
wow.
also, you just need to start with 5-10 minutes, and over a period of time, slowly keep increasing it till,
Okay,
at about 6 months, you are doing about 30 minutes, and then, so far,
okay,
etc.,
okay.
etc.,
So
build up on that.
So you mentioned that we have to, we can't just do it the way we were, where it's a fixed time of the day that we do it. We have to account for baby's fussiness and baby's, if they're hungry or a lot of other things about the baby, because obviously their schedule doesn't always work with ours. But is there like approximately a specific time of the day you could say that, this is a better time to do the massage where it would probably be more beneficial, or you think that no, it really depends? Like what would your answer be to that?
My answer would be, let the parents and the baby find their window,
Okay,
whatever works for them. So this is
right,
supposed to be something that's a loving interaction between them. It's not
right.
supposed to be a stressful task that is to be completed.
Absolutely.
It's the point of massage is that both the baby and the parents relax and enjoy their time together.
Right,
That's what this touch is all about.
right,
Whether they do it in the morning or in the evening, some parents choose to do it as a bedtime routine, or
right,
maybe after the afternoon nap. Some parents
right,
prefer to do it in the morning and then give a bath. You
right.
can even split the massage. You can do 5-10 minutes in the morning, you can do 5-10 minutes at another time. That's
Okay, okay,
okay.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would be my answer. But once
Okay,
you find your rhythm, try to stick to the same schedule every day. So if a
yeah,
parent finds that, after the afternoon nap, say maybe that's 3 o'clock on one day, 3:30 on another day, quarter to
Okay.
3 on one day, just try to stick to the same pattern every day then, because having a pattern and a schedule really helps babies. So
Right. I
once you
think
find
it
your
really helps give them
window,
structure, especially to set the timings, as newborns don't really have any timings per se. So I think perhaps it
yes,
would help them set their structure.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
So
absolutely.
are there any specific things you would like to tell parents, guidelines perhaps to really help them know how best to massage their baby?
Uh, there are certain things that we just want parents to keep in mind while massaging. One is intuitively, uh, they know what to do. So trust
Right.
yourself. Go with,
Right.
if you feel like holding your baby when they are crying, please do that. If you feel like picking
Okay.
up your baby when they are fussy, please do that. If you feel
Okay.
like stroking them, rubbing their head, please do that. Don't be afraid
Okay.
to touch your baby. They are delicate, but you don't need to be scared to touch them. Okay, but on the other side, parents may be told that pull the baby, like, ऐसा निचोड़ के you do the malish, then the baby will become stronger. So we don't need
Yeah,
that
that's what I've
kind
heard
of
as well. I agree. I've heard this.
yeah. So don't use very deep pressure. You need to use
Okay.
moderate pressure. Uh,
Okay.
and yeah, and observe your baby as you massage, and you will
Okay.
understand what your baby is trying to tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
Just as we go for a therapy and the therapist will ask us, do you like more pressure, less pressure? And if we stiffen up, then the therapist will ask, oh, was the pressure too much? Or if we, shiver, then they will say, oh, was it too light? Because feather
Right.
light will also give us some kind of, so parents should remember the pressure should be moderate. It shouldn't be too deep. We don't want
Okay.
to pull, pinch, no squeezing of the nipples to remove the witch's milk, no pressing the bones together to close the gap. So
Right.
all those things should not be done. On the other
Right.
hand, like I said, don't be worried to just touch them gently and massage their head gently. So don't worry
Okay.
about that. Hmm.
Okay. And are there
Um,
any, times where you would say that, this is when you really should not massage the baby?
I would say, when your baby is sick, not well, you can see that
Yeah.
there's something not well with them, or they have a
Right.
temperature over 100 degrees, or they have
Right.
had a vaccination. So 48 hours after that, do not massage
No massage.
them.
Okay.
If you see any active wounds or rashes on their body, avoid
Right.
putting oil or massaging that area.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Other than that, avoid massaging this front area where we have, the major veins, arteries, and we have windpipe, food pipe. So again, a lot of people will say ki, gardan, neck, make the neck longer. So put a lot of pressure
Yeah, yeah.
here
They
and
try to hold the
massage.
baby from the neck and they're like, "Isse neck lamba hoga." I've heard that too. Oh my God.
All babies are born like that, like, you can hardly see a neck, so we don't need to do
Right.
that. Over time, it'll just, it's evolutionary, it's biology, it's going to happen over time.
Right.
That's
Right.
just
Right.
how babies are born. We just need to keep that area clean. Other things not to do is do not pour oil into eyes, mouth, nostrils, ears, navel,
Yes. Okay. Of
unless
course.
you are under the guidance of an expert. When I say
Right.
expert, I do not mean the malishwali and japa, please, no offense to them, but an expert who knows which oils are to be
Yeah.
used for which conditions, and they are
Okay.
telling you
Okay.
what to do.
Okay.
So do not use your normal oil which you're using for massage for that, because it's open, it's lying around, there are microbes in it, and pediatricians see these kind of things. People go to them with infections. They are like, oh, my baby has a infection around the navel because someone told me pour oil and the area will heal fast. And what happened? Because of the microbes, it got infected. Also, please, nobody needs to pour oil into the baby's genitals or pull a baby's genitals or to,
Oh my God.
during massage. Those things are not
Okay.
required also, and should be,
Okay.
one should
Okay.
stay away from them.
Right. I'm so glad that you're saying this for everyone to really, know and hear. I think these are really important things, points we should all know. So other than that, are there any myths you'd like to bust when it comes to baby massage? I mean, I think you've busted quite a few when you're talking about nothing on the genitals and nothing on the navel and no pinching the nipples. So I think you've busted quite a few, but maybe something else you'd like to add?
Uh, there are certain things like, in our culture, we are like, pull the nose. So then
Right.
the nose will become sharp and long and beautiful. So we don't need to do that. Another
Okay.
thing is, Aditi, we are told that if in case of a premature baby, someone has a premature baby, that you
Okay.
should massage them more because they need to develop more.
Right. Okay.
Now, here's the thing. A premature baby is even more underdeveloped than a term baby. So their
Baby. Right.
skin,
Right.
their immunity, everything is even less developed than a term baby. What
Right.
a premature baby needs is a lot of touch. Yes, sometimes they cannot even tolerate touch, it's too much for them. So, a pre
Okay.
touch,
Okay.
from a little far, a pre touch, they
Right.
do well, they do very well with touch, but we do not
Okay.
actively massage premature babies a lot. We
Okay.
touch
Okay.
them a lot, we hold them a lot, we give them a
Right.
lot of pre-touch. There are certain types of
Right.
touches and holds we do for them.
Right.
Other than that, often we may be, just like we are told, put a lot of pressure. There's the other side of the spectrum which says do very light pressure because the baby is very delicate. That's the
Delicate.
other side.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing, using very light pressure or feather light pressure is overstimulating for the baby, especially preterm babies. That
Okay.
is equally, if not more painful for them, more uncomfortable for
Okay.
them.
Okay.
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 Uh,
That makes
that's something else that parents need to keep in mind.
Okay. So I actually have a question from a viewer here that I'd love if you could answer. She's mentioned, should we pull a small baby girl's breasts because it is said by my elders? And yes, what about nose pulling? And what about eyes putting in kajal and eyes? Does it make the eyes bigger? So I think you've answered the nose pulling for sure. Perhaps if you'd just like to reiterate some more answers so for our viewer, that would be lovely.
So let me just see, what was it? It was about pulling the nipples, squeezing the
Yeah,
nipples.
pulling her breast because that's what she's been told by her elders.
Okay. So, a lot of time babies are born with swollen breasts, and that is the mom's hormones which are still in the
Right.
baby, and those will all wash out eventually over the first few weeks.
Right. Right.
By Now, this is again a myth where we are told that this is witch's milk. It's called witch's milk.
Okay.
And when it's a boy, we are told, "Arey, please remove this, otherwise the boy will develop man breast."
Breast. Oh.
And
Okay.
when it's a girl, we are told, "Please do it, otherwise she will have breast before puberty." This is wrong
Okay.
information. This is
Right.
not factual. These are hormones in the baby's body, the mother's hormones, and estrogen. This will flush out in a few weeks. A lot
Okay.
of
Okay.
instances where people have squeezed the nipples trying to remove this, they've had a sepsis and landed up in a doctor's office. And another reason why pediatricians say, please stop massaging your babies if this is what you're going to do.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Then about pulling the nose also. No, a lot of, the babies are born with a slightly conical head, flat nose, because they are
Right.
preparing, they are passing through a birth canal. Okay.
Right. They
Once
have to
they are
prepare. Right.
out, yes. So everything they will, they will, whatever the genetic features are, you will see them over time. They
Right.
will evolve.
Right.
The
Right.
bones in the head are not fused for a
Okay.
reason. One is,
Yes.
of course, to pass through the birth canal, and the second is the baby's brain needs room to grow. So it will
Okay.
fuse, they'll fuse over time. By
Okay.
us doing that, we cannot fuse the bones. We might, in fact, uh, damage or create a problem.
Okay.
Yes, there are times you may notice if the baby is sleeping on just one side, you may want them to sleep on the other side so the head is not flat on just one side. But
Right.
that
Right.
doesn't
Right.
mean it's our job to go around and mold it like clay, push it like, and play with it. So that's not
Right.
to
Right.
be done. So,
Absolutely. Oh, so thank you for answering all those questions for us, Jyoti. It was such an informative and wonderful session. I think we had a lot of. Oh, and she's still asking, what about Kajal for the eyes?
Uh, what are the ingredients of the kajal? You have to know. And please check with again someone who knows what these ingredients are and whether you should be putting them into the eyes. Uh, Check with
Right.
an Ayurvedic physician, please, because most of those ingredients, if it's a real kajal made with the herbs, etc., let an Ayurvedic physician tell you. Please do not use a
Okay.
store bought or a makeup kajal that does not serve any purpose.
Purpose.
Traditionally
Okay.
it was put for cooling properties, etc. Please check with an
Right.
Ayurvedic physician on what you should be using and if
Right.
at all you should be using.
Okay. Okay. So that was extremely informative. Thank you so much, Jyoti. I think we've had a lot of viewers come in, and I think it was extremely, extremely helpful for so many of us. So thank you so much. I'd just like to give everyone here a reminder to give Mommy Wise a follow, and also get in touch with Jyoti if you're looking for prenatal and new classes for new parents on how to massage your baby, because I think she's a fabulous expert. She's provided us with so much information today. It's been phenomenal. So thank you so much for being with us, Jyoti. Thank you for taking the time out.
Thank you so much, Aditi, for having us here. It was fun, pleasure talking to you. And
It was
thank you,
absolutely
everyone who joined us. We look forward to staying connected. Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.